Hey, it's Gadget back again really quickly. I think we've had a few days in a row actually where we've been getting some news, and this is of Ultand, who's been with us for a while. As usual, we have a bio, some dialogue, and some combat, so stick around for all that. As usual, let's start out the bio. Ultand is a young priest working for Dagsion's upper classes Aurora Shrine. With a kind and caring personality, she cares for Kai like a little brother and worries about him and his friends challenging the brutal heroic games. When the time comes, she always lends a hand. Her likes are caring for others, family, all kinds of housework, and love stories. This bio seems more or less in line with what people online, including me, were thinking about what kind of character that she's going to be, a sort of older mentor figure for Kai. Now, we've seen her as a priest and as an Orneus rider, but I'm pretty sure that the Orneus rider was just training for Kai, as we saw in the trailer, to show off, that mechanic. She's most likely a priest as it starts out in the game, because in this bio, it says that she works for this upper class Aurora Shrine, which I have some questions about. Is this Aurora a god? Does it have a mark? Does it correspond to a crest in Three Houses? This is sort of continuing on from some of my questions about Sirocco. I'm just so curious about these gods. Furthermore, a high-class shrine is kind of interesting to me. Is this like a high-class specific shrine where only those within a certain social class, specifically like patricians or plebeians? Is this a patrician-only shrine, Next up is a second tweet which has a dialogue video included. The text of this one reads, a scene where Kai and friends plead to Ultand to let them participate in the heroic games. With people coming from across the continent to participate, Ultand has been pulled from her position at the shrine to be a receptionist for the games. Let's check it out.
頼もう！こんな感じでいいんだっけ？
はい、どうしました？
体験搭載に出たいんですけど。参加者の受付ってここですか？
すでに参加者が定員に達してしまって、少し前に募集は締め切られてしまいましたが。そんな！あと一組くらいなんとかなりませんか？
僕たちどうしても参加したいんです。本当は怖いけど。
ダメです。規則ですから。それにあなたたちまだ子供じゃないの。試合なんて出たら怪我しちゃうわよ。家族を心配させちゃダメなんだぞ。
本当にどうしようもないんですか？俺、親父を助けるためにどうしても体験搭載に出たいんです。
そうね。実は今月末に参加者の追加募集を行うことになっていて、希望者に参加の資格があるかどうか試験で確かめることになっているのだけど。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
月末の正午よ。間違えないようにね。もう行っちゃったわ。あの子たち本当に大丈夫かしら。でもお父さんのためか。我ながらそういうのには弱いのよね。
Man, Kai's route is so wholesome. It's just what a fun cutscene. Obviously, you just watched it. I don't have much to add personally. It's just a fun little cutscene that probably plays when you first get to Dagsion. Ultand here is, receiving them and giving them the information they need for probably the first month of the game, if I had to guess, maybe second. The background here is a dead ringer for the second trailer. You can just see it right after the part where it introduces the time mechanic. And lastly, we got a combat video for Ultand. The text of the third tweet reads, during battle, Ultand can heal enemies and fight with foes. If you raise her abilities, she can learn holy magic to effectively attack enemies with the Underworld Boon. Underworld Boon is the official translation of the skill that I recently translated as Underworld's Assistance, Meifu no Kago. I talked about that in my video on Bonaventure from a few weeks ago. If you're not caught up, Bonaventure is the translated name for Bonaparte, who is the retainer to Theodora. The translation of Bonaparte to Bonaventure and the official translation of the Underworld Boon skill are both revealed in Nintendo Today. So if you're not on social media or you don't have the app, you're kind of behind. But, let's forget all this and let's get on with the clip.
務めを果たします。
ありがとう。
お姉さん容赦しないんだぞ。
So yeah, pretty cool clip. It's showing off her skills as a priest who can attack and heal. So the battle takes place at this marsh at 2 different times of day, which is really cool. And the enemies here have this like icon around them, which sort of looks like a cloud to me, which maybe they have some like poison elements to them. Though to be honest, I'm not sure about that because the weapons that they're holding are bronze weapons. I haven't seen any indication that these guys will deal poison to you. They don't have any skills other than the underworld boon, and the weapons that they're holding aren't poison weapons, they're just bronze weapons. So maybe the poison thing is off, but I don't really know what else it would be, to be honest. It could be something with the terrain. Maybe they're getting stuck in the swamp or something. But if that's the case, then wouldn't that, you know, be a debuff to our characters too? By the way, I'm noticing this as I'm, going through these clips again. And I love their, like, skeleton Orniuses. They just look like big chickens. Like, I looked around just for curiosity to see if I could spot this place on the map shown in the second trailer, but I don't really see a place that would suit it, to be honest. I couldn't glean anything about a personal skill from this because it doesn't look like it's activating, but yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I'll say my favorite part of this drop was definitely the piece of dialogue between Kai and friends and Ultand. It was really charming, and it really makes me want to play Kaiser out soon. Can't wait till the game comes out, and I'm gonna head out. Peace, y'all.